Welcome to my review of the 2021 Ford EcoSport. It's a subcompact based on the Ford Fiesta, which is the smallest Ford, but this one is on stilts. So it's a little bit taller, and let me tell you, that makes a difference in how good it looks. Before we go any further, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel because that is tremendously helpful for the growth of this channel. And leave a comment. What do you think of the video? What kind of cars you want me to test? Also, if you have a vehicle that you'd like for me to review, by all means send an email to bruceknowsreviews@gmail.com and I'll get back to you. And be sure to tell me where the damn vehicle is, because these COVID times, you can't just go everywhere. The version that I drove was the Titanium. It's a top of the line model. Had a 4-cylinder, not turbo, 166 horsepower engine with a 6-speed automatic. It was front-wheel drive. They also come in all-wheel drive. The cheaper ones are all 3-cylinder, 1-liter turbos, which only have like 123 horsepower. So if you thought that 166 was little, then you better stick to the top-of-the-line engine, because it's not a fast car. This type of vehicle, it competes with Honda HR-V, which fits under the CR-V, and the Kia Soul. I don't know if you remember the hamsters in the commercials back when we used to watch TV. That little toaster looking one, and the Chevrolet Spark. I don't know if they make that anymore. And I guess, you got to throw in there the Mini Cooper, which starts like at $20,000. The quandary with this type of vehicle is, do you get a top of the line smallest one, which is fully equipped like mine was, or do you step up to a one level larger vehicle, which in this case Ford, it's the Escape. Ford Escape is a significantly larger vehicle. It doesn't have a whole lot more engine, but it does have more engine. It'll be more quiet. It'll just feel like a more substantial vehicle. For $27,000, which is roughly what this one costs. You're gonna be driving the pizza delivery one of the Ford Escape, or you can be driving the one I was driving, which was just very nice. And I gotta say, I don't generally like cars this small, but this one, just the fact that it's a little taller and it was fully equipped, it endeared itself to me. I would like to also put a disclaimer. I noticed when I got home and I uploaded the videos, that car's loud, so the videos you can barely hear myself talking, but it is what it is. I thought it best to put the video out rather than not, and you can still sort of make out what I'm saying, which, if you know me in person, you're not gonna get much better in person anyway, so this is good enough for you guys. The glass area is very large. You feel it's like a happy place to be. The dashboard is pretty low. There's things like these little quarter windows up front, but on the opposite side, I can see, and it's that's parts a feeling of airiness that makes it all really pleasant to spend time in this car. The other things that are great, I think the ride is really nice. It's pretty smooth, and it's nimble. Nice balance between nimbleness and smooth ride. It tilts towards smooth ride, which is as it should. The steering is pretty direct. The brakes are normal, what you would expect. The comfort is really great. The seats are small. I'm 6'3", so I'm a little oversized for this vehicle. That being said, I fit fine. My knees got plenty of room. The seats, for a couple of days and about 500 miles that I put on it, I have zero fatigue with them. The driver's is power operated. It's leather. They're heated. The steering wheel is heated as well, which is surprising, but I'm in Florida, so it doesn't really matter. The back seat, on the other hand, tight. So totally for kids. The hatchback, interesting. It's not a hatch that goes up, it's a hatch that goes open sideways. I've never had a vehicle that does that before, and frankly, I really dig it. So, the problem with the side opening, obviously, is that if it's raining or snowing, you're not getting that overhead protection. How much protection are you really getting? Nobody's sheltering themselves under the hatchback in a regular SUV. The hatchback area is actually not bad size-wise. Of course, you can lower the rear seats. There's 60-40 split. Once that's lower, you got a hatchback. The air conditioner in this car is stupendous. Right now I'm in South Florida. It's 89 degrees right now. Humidity must be like 150%. It is stupid hot outside. The air conditioner in this car, fantastic. Fords generally have great air conditioners. In terms of infotainment system, this has a pretty big touchscreen. For the most part, the sync is very responsive and it's logically arranged, the functions, and it's got a lot of stuff that you can tweak, how the car settings, the navigation, putting in an address and stuff, very difficult. It has GPS navigation. I ended up using it because I'd rather do that than use my phone all the time. I'm using my phone for music and stuff. The infotainment system, the operation, you'll get used to it. The stereo, the sound is fantastic. This has Bluetooth audio, and the Bluetooth connected immediately to my iPhone. There's voice commands, supposedly. I could never figure out how to get it to work with voice commands directly to the sync. Every time I did the voice commands, it went to my iPhone. And because of that, I was surprised that the voice control for the GPS was not functioning. Whatever, those are quibbles. In reality, the system is really good. There's some functions that require multiple steps to get to. There's things like when you're on satellite radio, you can't put presets for the music. Quality, Ford doesn't have the worst reputation, doesn't have the best reputation. It's good enough. Parts should be cheap. It feels like a well put together vehicle. This one's got 29,000 miles and there's no squeaks or rattles. The wind noise is very loud. The tire noise is very loud. And this is all a result of the vehicle being very lightweight. They just didn't put a whole lot of sound deadening under the carpet. The engine, the fact that you have to be on it all the time, it's not the loudest engine, it's not the nicest sound to it either. In order to get off the line, you really need to be like mashed to throttle every single time, and that gets tiring. And it has a severe impact on the fuel economy, and it is glacially slow. It's super slow. I'm kind of like shocked that a vehicle this nice otherwise is that slow. Again, this is not the vehicle to buy if you want to go fast, so it's within the realm of what you would expect. So in summary, what did I think of the vehicle? What I liked, the stereo was awesome. It looked pretty cool. Me being as big as I am, it was comfortable for me. The air conditioner, awesome. The stereo, awesome. The infotainment system is pretty complete. Everything you want in there. At the titanium level, just the feature content was great. The car felt also really well put together. The keyless entry and drive was cool. So, and the Bluetooth worked fantastic. So those are really, that's about it. I did enjoy having the car. Things that I didn't like, well, the big one is the noise. The noise is terrible. And the just tepid, slow acceleration, and also poor fuel economy. Considering the acceleration, you would have thought that it'd be better fuel economy, but other than that, the rest of the stuff is minor quibbles. It wouldn't stop me from buying the car. Things like the infotainment system was a little bit convoluted. The voice commands, couldn't get it to work. So that's about it. It's a fine car. It's a little bigger than a Mini Cooper. So if you need that little bit of extra space, then this would be a good option. That being said, would I get this over a Mini Cooper? No. Mini Cooper might not mean much faster, and it's not as big. Not as big, imagine. This is a very small car to begin with. But the Mini Cooper is also a lot more fun to drive, a lot more communicative, a little more tossable, and quieter. So that would be my choice. Of course, Mini Cooper, you're gonna get that lack of reliability. You're gonna get squeaks and rattles. It comes with the territory. But that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned because I got more videos coming up in the coming months. Thank you.